Welcome to the Borderlands. Welcome back, moviegoers, to another review, another saucy opinion. What the? I really hope that was dust. Definitely just saw an orb. Unless it was a really big piece of dust. We're looking a little different today on the backdrop. It's kind of like too good almost. I feel like I'm in a little like movie scene here with this backdrop. But so yeah, today we're talking about the movie Borderlands. I wouldn't say I was really excited for this movie. I was excited for a Borderlands movie, but I didn't have the highest of hopes. I'm sorry, I think this saucy opinion, we're gonna throw spoilers in. Because we gotta talk about the issues in the movie is all. Okay, so first off, let's just start off here. I honestly thought the beginning of the movie started off really well. The opening was pretty good. I went in wanting it to be like a cinematic cutscene for like Short Change Hero, or I've been seeing online a lot, why wasn't it Marcus doing like the game intro like he usually does? And so they did kind of miss on that a tad, but it was still cool. I wasn't hating on it. I liked all the graphics of all the guns and companies and stuff like that, and it really made me think that we were going to be getting the real essence of Borderlands in this movie.
For a chance to find the vault.
And boy, could I not be more wrong. So I think I'm going to come out flat and say it. I think the main issue of this movie was the director didn't use any of the things that made the game. He just used the IP. So I could be totally wrong here. I did not see a single gun in the movie that didn't shoot like a normal gun. There was no like, sure, I think Tina had some explosives. But the whole point of Borderlands is crazy guns that you can never like find a duplicate of. Like treasure hunting, finding cool weapons. And there was none of that in this movie. They never found a cool gun. They never did a cool reload. No. I was really hoping one of them would do the reload where you throw the gun and the gun respawns in your hand. Like there's so many cool ones you could have done on the big screen, and not a single one was used at all. To tack on to that, none of the characters used any abilities. Sure, you could say Lilith used a Firehawk ability at like literally the last 5 minutes of the movie. But you're telling me an entire Borderlands movie, none of the characters have their powers, man? Roland's not throwing out a turret or anything. There's no... I don't know, it just felt a little weird. I can say, at least in my opinion, I did not think the acting was bad at all. I really enjoyed Kevin Hart in this film, actually. I thought he did a good job kind of being serious and doing a serious role. And I thought Cate Blanchett was great as well. I just think the writing and the direction of the story was not there, you know? It definitely, as a lover of the games, you're questioning a couple things you're seeing on screen and like, wait a minute, that wasn't in the game, was it? Was that a thing? Oh, hold on, like, wait a minute, I gotta go do some research now. Like, is Tiny Tina the daughter of Atlas? I don't remember that. Maybe I just missed that, but this was a toughie for sure, because I feel like this movie should have been very easy to make. After I finished watching it, I went back into my car, sat down, and just basically wrote a new script for the movie and just wrote what I thought it should have been. Because I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to make a good Borderlands movie. You start with your Marcus intro leading into like the kind of song, you know, classic, like slow-mo intro scene. Like, I keep picturing the Borderlands 2 one. It's so perfect. Like, your source material is right there. Like, just use it. It's a it's falling into the trap of the Halo show, unfortunately, where you want to love it because of what the IP is, and you're seeing things from that IP in the movie or like Halo in the show, but it's just not following what the game truly is. So it's a little tough. I know one of my biggest gripes with this movie was if you know Borderlands, you know it's all about finding the vault and opening the vault. So again, spoilers. They find the vault at the end of the movie and open it up. And surprise, surprise, they don't actually loot the vault. What's the point of that? The whole point of finding the vault is finding the treasure and looting the treasure. Like in the games, you defeat the boss and there's like a pyramid of treasure for you to go collect, and like that's the fun of it. And so it ended with Lilith gets her Firehawk power for the first time, punches the bad dude into the vault with all the loot, I assume. So I don't know how that's the smartest thing. And then he gets like grabbed by some creature and they close the vault. And so you see maybe 30 seconds to a minute of inside the vault, where I feel like that should have been more of a main focus. It should have been really simple to just have them defeat whoever the main bad guy was, and then, hey, what? There's a monster in the vault we have to fight too? Oh shit, we have to defeat the vault monster, and then boom, we loot the treasure. I feel like it's not that hard to do an ending like that. And then, okay, you walk out and boom, shows there's more vaults in the universe, just like in the games. Like, it's such an easy lead-in. But oh, Eli, I want to have a conversation with you. Yeah, so Oh, I feel like another easy thing and a no-brainer you should have thrown in there. There was nothing if you're gonna make a Borderlands 2 film, it has to be Handsome Jack. And I don't know, there was no effort at all to kind of make a Handsome Jack character, so they're not using the characters that made the franchise well known. I think is what I'm trying to say here. Yeah. Long story short, this movie is a little bit of a mess here. So I think let's go ahead and throw it into the Saucy Opinion meter here. This one is a medium. It's tough, because I think if you've never played a Borderlands game at all, you'll probably enjoy this movie because you don't know what it's supposed to be. Where I assume the majority of people, you know what the game is supposed to be. So at least me, there was tons of scenes where they were overwhelmed by psychos and enemies, and I was sitting there in my theater chair just saying, oh, well, good thing Lilith is a Firehawk and she can just kill all these guys. Good thing, like, Roland has abilities and good, but then you're like, what? Wait, no, none of them have any of that? No, you're like, wait a minute, isn't this Borderlands? What are we doing here, guys? And so it got really sloppy. But I don't think that's because of the actors whatsoever. I thought all the actors did a great job. I just think, again, it's the source material that you need to stay like on par with and work with. And I just don't think the director, I don't know if he didn't want to fully use the source material, because he was throwing Easter eggs in there everywhere. So he obviously wanted to use like stuff from the game, but then he didn't use stuff from the game. So it's just very, I don't know. Yeah, so I think that's about kind of it on this one. I could kind of keep going forever spewing, but you probably don't want to listen to me forever. Yeah, I was a little sad at how this one turned out, because I was really excited and hoping, I knew if this movie did bad, Borderlands would kind of die as a kind of movie and TV IP. So we might not ever see it again, which kind of sucks. But yeah, that's about it for this review. We got Alien Romulus coming out next week, which that will be good. We know it'll be good. They're using all practical effects for the alien. It's, oh God. If you've seen the behind the scenes, you're just as excited as I am. Yeah, so did you go see Borderlands? What did you think? Are you like me where you're like, yikers? Yeah, I assume most of you are because it's at a 3% Rotten Tomatoes, I think. But, ay. That's all I got to say. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.